All right, y'all. We tuned into another episode of the Black Barber Doc Podcast. We have the funny Tim Shropshire. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man.
Can we give the Chick-fil-A hand there, buddy?
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for you, man.
Hey, the show was dope, man.
Yeah?
The show was dope.
Talk to me, for real.
Your show was dope. It's Necklace and Unashamed.
Yep.
So I've been following you recently, and I saw where you was talking about you had no net.
Ain't, it's gone.
So let's talk about your net.
Hey, well, weight gain incident, and unfortunately, I lost the neck.
Lost the net.
And it's not looking good to return.
Oh, okay.
So,
what you return to sender?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh.
No, we don't get that. We may get it back in 2028.
Okay. After the show.
Yeah.
After the tour. Okay, cool.
Ain't now.
Gotcha.
But I always joke about it. My family, my uncles, it's just head and shoulders, man.
Yeah.
It's just head and shoulders.
That's cool.
Man.
That's good stuff.
But it's, it's one of those things where you just, talk about the obvious, have fun with it. I needed a cool name, funny name.
Yeah.
And I was going to go with something serious like Shropology, the study of Tim Shrop.
That run people away.
Man, Necklace and Unashamed.
Right, yeah.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go.
Let's go, because you on a previous show that you did at a church, you were talking about you had a neck. So I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Man, just run with it. It's one of the ongoing jokes that I always say on stage. I talk about losing my neck. I said when you start getting old, you start losing body parts. And first thing you're gonna lose your neck. And,
right. Yeah.
And I just kind of gravitated to saying it's going off. So yeah,
that's good stuff, man.
I'm glad you enjoyed the show, man. Thanks for coming through too.
Definitely. Thanks for answering the DM. So this goes to anybody that if you see a comedian because I just kind of got familiar with you, and I was like, does he live in North Carolina? Does he go to Antique? Went to Antique, play football. Had the brothers, had the bros come out and support you. They came out, and you got family here, and come to find out we got a mutual friend too.
Yep.
So you just you don't know who knows who. So let's get away from the laughs and the giggles and things. So who is Tim Shrop? Because I got some funny things, funny videos that. I can say I'm gonna do some rough things, but it's just I'm that person that share like 2,000 DMs with people a day. So I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna say which videos, but Chick-fil-A is one.
Yeah,
but who is Tim? Who is Tim Shrop?
I'm just a low maintenance guy. I ain't hard to please. Okay. I'm just a family guy, homebody, love family. My slogan, I jokingly say, is God, family, chicken wings. Yeah. But seriously, like, relationship with God is everything. Yeah. But family, man, I can do that all day.
Wow.
So sometimes, even though being on the road is really dope, but being away from family, like I really love that. If I could just hang with the family all day, I would.
Wow.
And so that's just me, man. We faith and family is probably like the two things that is my motor. It gets me moving more than anything. That's my focus. I don't have a lot of hobbies. I don't have a lot of things that that I do outside of stand up and comedy and all that stuff. But it's faith and family, man. That's it.
Wow, it's funny because I wanted to interview you for Father's Day, the week of Father's Day. Well, I needed a Father's Day episode, and I just reached out to you yesterday, and you said, I don't know how you. Did you see something that I posted before?
No, I just saw it and I was like, hey, let's do it.
Okay, cool. Well,
I was like, and I didn't even get a chance to look at all of what you do.
Right.
And the fact that you said, what got me was that you said 10 minutes. I was like, I'm gonna get that brother 10 minutes. I got him at least.
Right.
I give him my time. I was like, hey, I appreciate you doing what you do. You reaching out. We don't do a lot of podcasts, but I was like, hey, let's make it happen. I'm glad you reached out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So Necklace and Unashamed. So fathers. So let's talk about fatherhood because you have 4 kids.
4, yeah.
4 kids.
Yeah, 2 girls, 2 boys.
Okay, and you post your family and things of that sort. And
not as much as I used to.
I seen you lay off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's crazy people out there at the same time. So it's like sometimes sometimes in between. Sometimes because I want to show my family because it is Black excellence and it's cute and it's cool and I know a really good engagement showing my kids and stuff like that. But also, everybody don't have those right intentions. True. And we had some moments before where people just do stuff with a picture and this. You're like, I don't want to see my kids, and it's, so you just never know. But we do sometimes, post our kids and all that good stuff. But and also show we travel a lot, so showing them on the road, showing them at Disney, showing them on tour, And so they're probably gonna get some
Disney
more
was
stuff.
big for y'all.
Man.
So what? So let me ask you this question, because I know you got a lot to say and a lot that you haven't shown.
Mm-hmm.
The importance of kids traveling while younger, from a black man's perspective, and did you have that growing up, or did you not have that growing up? Or let's talk about why you wanted to extend that to them as well.
We didn't probably do the lavish vacations like the crazy vacation. But we did do something. We did. My dad made sure every summer we went somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we probably didn't do the fancy Disney World trips and the cruises. And I ain't going on my first cruise till I think Disney was my first cruise with the family. That was my first time ever being on a boat in the ocean. Like that's shoot, but Lord.
Right.
But my dad made we always like I joked tonight about the timeshare. My dad had a timeshare at Myrtle Beach, and we went there every summer. Pepper Tree by the Sea. We gonna go to Pepper Tree by the Sea. So we went. But every year, my dad was big on we're getting together. And honestly, what was even greater than vacations? I know my dad was like, I wish I knew that now. I could have saved that money.
Right.
But what was even greater than vacations was the fact that at home we were locked in.
Yeah.
Like my parents were so supportive. If we never went on vacation, I probably would have complained as a kid. But looking back on it, I appreciated my parents being at every football game, my practices. 7 o'clock dinner was on the table, and they sat at the table, had dinner, and we sat there for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and talked stories. That's why I did stories tonight. It's ingrained in me.
Exactly.
And so I enjoyed them more than anything. So but to answer your question, we beyond just vacation and traveling, family time was the nucleus of our family. Like that's we talking about love language. Quality time, bro.
Yeah, same.
Quality time. If I get that quality time, my fam, bro, I'm fueled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fueled. So that's what that does with us, you know, with our kids, being able to travel, travel them. We able to take the kids to London, and we went to see Noah's Ark. We went to Disney. We went to Texas. We went so many different places. And my wife was big on, because my job is, 90% travel. My wife was, even at a young age, I remember my daughter was 6 months, and she was like, "Yeah, we're going to Augusta, Georgia with you when you go." I'm like, "Oh shoot." She's like, I want our kids to see what daddy, what he does.
Absolutely.
And so that's what started the traveling journey for them. And I miss my daughter's hoping, my second daughter, she's hoping that I miss her birthday next week, because I missed the oldest, her birthday. And so her gift was, you can go anywhere that I go on my next trip, and it was Chicago.
Okay.
And so my oldest daughter got to go to Chicago. So my second daughter, her birthday's coming up on Father's Day. She like, you can miss my birthday if you want. you can miss it because because she like that means a free trip coming.
Right.
So but they love to travel.
That's awesome.
There's one more of it.
That's awesome. So would you give credit to you'll give credit to your dad for giving those morals?
Mom and dad, they were just locked in. The cool thing about my parents, they never was divided, man. They locked in. So of just family time, that was them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who was the person that said that we're gonna lock in like this. They was all together on it. Mom had made sure dinner was on the table. Dad made sure he was there and had the stories ready for us when it was time. And that's just how it was, man.
That's awesome. So let's shift a little bit, and let's talk about your show, and what do you want people to get from that? From the show,
man.
On this tour,
I just wanted to get honesty and perspective. I just want them to be able to hear my heart on stage. I want to be funny on stage, but also I want to be able to have a conversation. Yeah. Be able to, cause this is my world. Yeah. Like this is I cut up my videos and that's cool, but I love people. Right. And to be able to have a conversation with them. Right. And to take them on a journey. Yeah. To give them a little movie. I just really want to take them on a journey. Awesome. through the highs and the lows of my life. Yeah. And because ain't everything funny in my life. And everything peaches and cream. And even in the tough times, I want to take you on that journey. Yeah. And then also at the end of the journey, show you like at the end of the day, God got you. Yeah. And no matter what you're going through, like He got you. He see you. He hears you. And so I want someone to feel that at the end of all the laughs, to say, "Yo, this was hilarious," but also say on Tuesday, he said something that made
that
made me think like, oh man, I needed to hear that.
Absolutely.
That encouraged me.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, I know comedy is a means to something, to present the gospel, to encourage, to love, to give hope.
Yeah.
You don't know who in there was stage 2, stage 3 cancer. You don't know who was on the verge of a divorce. You don't know who was on the verge of suicide. You don't know who was on the verge of just drinking their night away.
Yeah.
Someone was like, oh, I needed that laugh.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feels when all I needed was a laugh.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
So where I first saw you at on social media was that when you was in that store trying on them pants.
Come on, bro. Yes, sir.
That thing went viral. I think you got
crazy.
like 7 million views on that
Probably.
video.
Yep. Went crazy.
That was who was filming?
My wife. I told my wife, I said, I just felt it. I was like, Esther, hit record. She was like, go ahead. Yeah. I just knew I was gonna cut up.
Yeah, but was it you looking at his ethnicity and like just kind of understand that he won't really pick up on it, or like what was it? Because I be doing stuff like that too.
Because I just knew I was speaking on a conversation. I was like, and I just like I felt the comedic side of it was like, I feel like I can be extra and I can get away with it right now
and not be judged.
Not be judged, and and he's not going to be phased.
He was not.
And
a little bit.
Yes,
a little bit.
So I was like, that's hilarious.
So it makes you do more.
I want to just cut up as much as I could. And I think the funny part is if he's still like, so yeah, if that is, and I'm like, if I just felt like just act a plum nut. And so now Dillis, that was at Dillis. Man, we go there often, and his name was Tyrone. Okay. And so, man, he hit me back. He was like, dude, my friends in Australia was saying, we seeing you. And he like, man, so when I go, we just laugh all the time with him.
Yeah.
And so he's from India.
Okay.
Phenomenal guy.
Okay, cool.
So I saw him 2 weeks ago. And so we got a restaurant I got to go to because he recommended.
Wow.
So yeah.
So you do a lot of restaurants too.
Yep, do a lot of food reviews.
And you just did, you said what?
Do a lot of food reviews.
Yeah. And then you also, you had like a barbecue.
I had a wing fest.
I was like,
my first wing
fest. You
festival.
snuck that up on me.
Yep. Did my first wing fest.
I didn't see a lot of promotion for that or something.
I didn't go crazy with it, but we had about 1,400 people come out, so,
Like, how did you get that many people to come out to that?
Man, I just posted it, We had so much already going on. We had the tour. We just finished Kevin on Stage's tour, and then we had that going on. So it was just a lot going on, but I just knew I had to do it.
Yeah.
It was like one of those noises. I feel like I was at a space where I was waiting for the perfect time for everything. And I felt myself getting comfortable, and I had to, death is a motivator for me. I don't know when I'm going.
Okay.
I don't want to go soon.
Okay.
But I know I'm going.
Okay.
You going too.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Right.
And I didn't want to die with something in me that was supposed to be out.
For the people.
And I said, you know what? Stop waiting for the perfect time. That's why I went and recorded my comedy special. And I was like, man, if I died today, what body of work can my kids look at and say, this is what daddy gave? At the end of the day, we said it before we started recording, is 2 things I feel like matters on earth. For God is, have you accepted him? And is he Lord of your life? On earth, I feel like it's what body of work did you leave behind, and how did you treat people while you were here?
AKA impact.
So I wanted to make sure that I'm treating folk right, and what body of work. What if my kids want to go on a stand up? They have to look at Jonathan Slocum's blueprint. They have to look at Steve Harvey's blueprint. They have to look at Kevin Hart's blueprint, just to get a blueprint.
Yep.
When your daddy was a comedian, your dad didn't give you a blueprint.
Right.
So I want to give a blueprint for my kids to say that. Now get this. Now get the other blueprints as well too. But let daddy at least give you a blueprint. Right. Let daddy give you a body of work. Allow me to give you something to say, man, this is what daddy accomplished and what he did. That's what's up. Now I need to make another one because I ain't dead. So make another one. Now make another one.
Right.
Make another one.
Right.
And because that's a blueprint as well too. You know, content is king, yes, for the masses, but also for your kids too.
Absolutely.
For them to see the body of work that you left behind. It teaches them discipline. It teaches them how to gauge yourself. They're going to be able to look at my YouTube channel 10 years from now and say, dang, daddy was consistent.
Yeah. Or,
man, daddy just made videos every other month.
Right.
Man, kind of made here. Or dad, you was on a run here. Dad, you had a series back in 2025 of this wing thing, and then you stopped. What happened? Oh yeah, well, I got distracted. Man, because my thing is like, what if it grows into something? What created it? So those are motivators for me.
Yeah,
and that's how we rock, man.
That's awesome. That's really good, man. I'm mad that I missed it. It looked like I love seeing you go around tasting the wings and the food and stuff. Because we have a similar personalities. I know we just met, but like I can get silly like that.
Yeah.
It's just about just being yourself, being your authentic self.
That's it.
But the other video that really kind of made me laugh was the Chick-fil-A one.
Yep. Classic.
I screen recorded that thing.
Yeah.
And I watched. That's like a 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Did they pick like? That's a good training. Like how did all that come about, man?
Honestly, just had ideas. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I were to carry out all the ideas that go in my head, we'd probably be sitting in the studio right now. And that's what I get on myself about, because I'm like, I look at videos like that and I'm like, bro,
that was
you know how easy that was to make?
That was good.
I was like, bro, we did all that in one take. That whole conversation, we just made it up as, his name was Jeremy Teal. The reason why we call it, his last name was Teal, because the floor was teal colored.
Oh, wow.
We just made it all up at, hi, my name is Jeremy Teal. I'm from the Chick-fil-A. And we just made up in this, Jaquan, Jakeem, he loved Chick-fil-A. Right? Like, we just, man, it wasn't no script. We wasn't reading anything. We just freestyled in one take, and we did it, and it blew up. I'm like, bro, can you do that every week? What happens if you show up and do that every week?
Yeah.
You know, what was that great? So, you know, that was fun. You know,
that was
great.
That's good stuff, man. Like definitely keep those.
Yeah.
Like
you'll see more of that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
That's good.
You'll see more of that. That's gonna be the shift for us.
That's good.
Food reviews have been phenomenal, but when we get in our bag with these skits, it's gonna shift the game for us, and not for the culture and skit game in the world. It's for the Shrop brand. We're food heavy right now. A lot of our content. Yeah. One, because it's easy and it's fun. It's food and it is literally thrown in our face every day.
Yeah.
But food brands and food reviews are dope, but it also promotes the brands.
Yeah.
We gotta promote our brand.
Absolutely.
And skits that will do that.
So go ahead and promote your brand.
Yeah,
man,
got to.
Go ahead and do it now.
Tim Shrop Comedy. You know, comedy the way God likes it, where there's no censor. But you know, we you know, I do stand-up comedy, and so like even like tonight was night 2 of our stand-up comedy series. A lot of people don't even know I do stand-up, and now yeah, cause they're like, oh, I thought you just a funny food reviewer. I was like, dang. And I was all right. So man, I just love making people laugh. So be prepared for more skits, more content from the Shrop Company, from Tim Shrop Comedy. And we just want, at the end of the day, we just want to make you have a good time, allow you to have a good time. And we love family, we love that. We want to be at your dinner table to help out with that conversation. Boy, did you see that? Boy, that.
Right.
Joe had a Jerry curl wig on with the white shoes.
Absolutely.
I mean, like there's series that are in me. There's so much there, so. But yeah,
I would say from one creative to another, definitely get those out.
Yeah,
and do it.
Yeah,
because
thank you for even bringing that up.
Yeah,
you know,
it's important
because it like lit a little fire in me when you said that. So thank you for you.
I appreciate that. I'm known to do that. Yeah. Not saying that I was intentionally trying to, but I'm like a motivator. Yep. And people cling to me.
Yep.
And I'm just like, man, like let's get it. I want to see you win.
Yeah.
I want to see you. So
what's today? June what?
I think it's the 8th. Okay. The 8th. Yep.
June 8th. June 18th.
Okay.
If you don't see a skit out there,
I message you.
Blow my phone up.
Okay.
And because that's the shit for me.
Okay.
That's the game changer. That's not only the game changer for me, that's a game changer for my family.
Ooh. Okay.
It is. It is. It's gonna be the shift.
Okay.
When we roll out these skits. And the beautiful thing is I'm in the momentum, because we did a skit yesterday at Biz Winners.
Okay.
That went really well.
I saw that.
And then we posted a skit today of us doing a little preacher thing. So I'm in a nice little momentum swing.
Yeah.
And I'm learning about momentum is use these momentum swings to get you to where you need to go. It's in the momentum that I move.
Same.
And so
Same.
I got to use this wave of this tour to get me to the next date, to the next date, to the next date. It's the next date. It's a day that I get comfortable is when this thing gonna stop.
So check this out.
And I got to roll after this.
Yeah, okay, cool. That last question. Well, not last question. So I filmed Afion Crockett. I interviewed him at the Raleigh Improv Theater.
Nice.
Right? And he used his comedy tour to fund the hip hop store, the film that he did. So I'm from one comedian to another. What he said to me, I'm feeling that to you. To really, whatever you got to feel it to make it happen. Do what you got to do, yo. Appreciate you, man. Give a shout out to Black Barbers Podcast.
Black Barbers Doc Podcast.
Yep.
Dope, man. Thank you for you. Legendary in the making. All the above.
Yep.
Gold status. Make sure y'all tune in. Check it out. The one and only.
Cool. Appreciate you. Can't even talk. Chick-fil-A food. Chick-fil-A.
Can't go away.
All right, man. Take it. Appreciate it.
Man, much love.
Yes,
Thank you for you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for you.